Good morning, everyone. Welcome in to Flying with Mike. As you can see on the screen, a pretty grisly day here in Milano, um, Italy. Hang on a second. You know, it always does help to hit that pause button. But anyway, um, it's going to be one of those days. Anyway, we're in Europe, as you can tell. We're going to hopefully be able to check out some of the upgrades to Salzburg and who knows, maybe come up with a second flight. But anyway, we are going to be tackling this flight EasyJet A320-271. I know I wrote it down 51. And hope you enjoy this. Again, we're going from Milano Airport, LIML, to Salzburg, LOWZ. ATC is up. We're working on getting up. And hope y'all enjoy the flight. Again, this is Flying with Mike. I've been flying in different simulators from about 1999 2000 time frame. Started off with like it was either FS 98 or 2000. Worked through them all and a lot of money at that point to FSX. And then during that 13-year lull, I finally got a computer. Now, it took some time that could actually run FSX, fairly nicely. And then it ran out of memory where it wouldn't even start. So I, with a new computer, decided to switch over and try X-Plane out, and not going back. I really like X-Plane. There is a learning curve to it, as with all sims. If anyone who started an X-Plane went over to Microsoft, it's a whole new world, the way they operate over there. I just don't agree with it. So I'm enjoying it here. Now we're in X-Plane 12. This is 1.4 beta 2, as they continue to improve it. So I hope you enjoy today's flight, and thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on your Tuesday. While the weather looks frightful there, it's also frightful here where I am in St. Louis, Missouri. We've had here at my house a dusting of snow, but elsewhere's had a little bit more than that. Tomorrow is the big one we're watching for. All right. So with all of that aside, let's get into the cockpit and let's see the kind of damage we can pull off today. I mean, flying we can do. Ruh-roh. Sounds like the first officer not being very happy. So she wasn't very happy, by the way, last night. Hang on. Sorry about that. The first officer has decided to grace us in the cockpit today and is trying to fly over here herself. If only I had a camera on that, that would have been hilarious. So anyway, that's what's going on here. We'll take a little break here as she tries now to reach for all of the strings and all. And she's showing us just how big she is and clapping away. Probably one of the many that love the stream. Trying to break free from an altitude of 5 feet. Not a good idea. All right, so we're in the, like I said, ToLiss A320. This is the NEO. You're going to find out this aircraft, like the 319, like the 321, even to a lot of extents, the 330 we flew yesterday, are all similar. And I think that's a good thing. Now, granted, it's only one step in becoming an Airbus pilot. You got to actually know what your aircraft's capable of, how to taxi it, how it fits on the ramp, all of those kinds of things, and of course, how to fly it. But knowing the cockpit, be able to go from this one to the next one to that one, that's half the game right there, folks. Or Boeing, you got to change everything. So I kind of like a little bit of the philosophy of Airbus in that range. Now, some of you'll say, well, it ain't that hard. Go from a 737 just to a 757. And it's a lot of difference. The old drill they did to me when I flew a Tomahawk and a Piper Warrior, they put me under a hood and then told me, point to this switch, point to that switch. As if when you get up there, you can't see them. You got to know where you're going. Can't necessarily find that flashlight. So that's what that drill's all about. And while we still look and make sure the switch we push and touch is right, the drill is just in case. So one of many different drills that I learned. So, and that's why I say don't hold the fact that I have a private pilot's license over me on some of these approaches. Yesterday was a good testament as to why not to. So, anyway, we've wasted enough time. Let's get to work. All right, let's pre-brief, let y'all see the game plan today. We have not come up on, come on, there we go. Come up yet on VATSIM. I'm trying to, not because there's ATC, no. I just holding off because I don't want to be bouncing up and down. Granted, that would make my call whether we do fly on VATSIM or not. But anyway, so you can see the route. It's pretty simple. If you were to read it, to go the whopping 250 miles, I think we're going 270. You'd be thinking we're crossing the world. About the same length as going from Miami to LA. But we're only going 272 miles. So, all right. So in the loadout department, we got a full load back there. 40,920 pounds. We're running with a block fuel of 10,700. I think they uplifted 11,000 pounds. 186 people aforementioned. Takeoff, runway 33. Let's try that again. Runway 35, landing 33. Up there in Salzburg, got a cost index today of 100 at a flight level of 300. Pretty decent run so far today. Heading over to the weather. We already knew it was pretty downright yicky. But we do have a calm wind, 2,500 meters of visibility, and a light rain, light drizzle, mist going on here. Scattered layer at 1,000, overcast at 2,000. So it is instrument conditions here. Looks like runway condition codes are 666. How can you say dry with light rain? I guess you can. Dry, dry, dry. So, oh well, hey, I'm out of that business for now, so I don't have to worry about it. However, temperature and dew point are very close together, so we've got some fog probably mixing in as well. All right, for the ATIS, you can see that right below again, the big things to key in on here, 2 in the winter. Runway CC or condition codes. That basically tells you how much friction on the runway. Now, I'm not familiar that any sim is taking that data and actually turning it into a thing we could see flying or landing or taking off. I do know they have incorporated slick runways, icy kind of runways, but I don't know if they're following off those condition codes. So we'll see. But then again, it says dry, dry, dry in this case. So, you know, mute point. But it'd be interesting if they ever do figure that one out. Transition level 7,000. And like I said, the wind's calm, drizzle scattered at 1,000. So, all right. On takeoff, we're not overly concerned with cloud levels. Temperatures, yes. Cloud layers, not so much. Reason being, the only time we're really worried about them is if, oh crap, we lost an engine on takeoff, we got to come back and land. Then we worry about make sure the weather's good to get back in, which it is in this case. All right, and the other important thing I said was the transition level. This is where we'll set our altimeter to 1013 here, which equates out to, I think, 29.92 in the inches of mercury world that I live in. So, all right, that's the pre-brief. Like I said, we'll come back to all of this here shortly. I'm ready to go online. I'm just going to kind of hold here for a second and make sure what traffic levels are like. Can I hold frame rates? All of that good stuff. And get the plane closer, ready for pushback. All right. And in that arena, we have loaded it. We have, as you saw, dispatched from the plane. The caterers will be about ready to dispatch the rest of the vehicles here shortly. Okay, so let's get up here, do some quick tests. Hang on, that was awful quiet. I kind of use it in twofold. One, make sure it's working, but that's the ultimate purpose. But for our purposes, a sound check. Little better. All right, so we've done our checks. Fuel pumps are off for the moment. We can, however, kick the APU on and start getting things ready to go. Okay, let me clear that off. What we're looking for is flap open, and then we're just going to get this bird ready to fly. All right, there it is. All right, with that, let's continue on. Cockpit signs. Since it is the first flight for us today with it, let's do a complete light check. Looks good. All of them working. Okay, back down to the bottom here. Spoilers are down. Flaps are up. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Speed brake. Okay, probe heat back up top. I know we're moving. All right, APU bleed, air conditioning panels are set and looking good for now. Since we have the high load of passengers, we'll go all out high on the pack flow. And we'll start the ADIRs. Make sure we get the on-bat. All right, we're catching up here, folks. ADIRS 3. Hang on. Okay, strobe lights are auto, beacon lights are on 2, and no smoking's on for now because of the refuel. And we're putting the fuel pumps back on. Radio 1, 2, and 3, let's make sure they're set. Radios, oh, you know what we can do, look a little bit into the future, even though it could change. Looks like Milano is gonna be doing our stuff here, so they're on 127.4.5. You know, it doesn't hurt. It could change, but why? Whoa! How did we get 4.5? Hopefully that works. Huh. Well, hopefully that'll tune in. If not, well, we won't be flying online. That's fine with me if we have to go that route. I'd rather not, but you know what? If we have to, we will. All right, let's proceed on here. And I need to get rid of some toolkit. I thought I did. Okay. All right, so let's get to work on the McDo. That's the longest thing here in the getting the plane ready to go. Okay, everything looks good. Today is the 11th, so we got about another week before we're looking for an update on the nav information. We just, by the way, if you have navgraph charts, here in the next day or two, you probably will get an update. I just had one. So be watching for that. All right, so let's go to the init page. If you have a SimBrief account, you can tie it right in, read the manual, because there are some things you can do airnac-wise and aircraft-wise. So read the manual on that. Okay, we're just waiting for the final fields to fill in. There they are. Clear and clear and clear. All right, so since we don't have the coordinates here, we have them on the next page. Charts will be what we use. All right, so we're in stand number 3. And what I've done is down at the very bottom, you'll see 3, 4 stand numbers, coordinates. We're going to make sure our coordinates match those. 26 or 27.6. Okay, north. So 45, 27. Ooh, wait. 27. Ooh. Glad I took the time to re-verify. 27.6 north. Okay, 4527.6 north. East, 9 degrees. 16.8. Whoop. You got to click the line select key over here, Mike. Come on. 16.8, 16.8. So 9.16.8 east overall. So I should have 45, 27.6 north and 09, 16.8 east. Perfect. Align, confirm. Now, when our IRS, which if you can't see, right now says 5 in the box on the top ECAM. When it gets to 0, that's the coordinates it's going to align. Again, stand by. All right. Yeah. The little first officer is off for an appointment, and I was just getting briefed. All right. So we're going to get going here. All right. So the only thing not correct here, we know that was 100, the cost index. Everything else looks good. I'm going to go to the next page. I'm going to skip to another step and then come back. I do that just because I'm right here. It's real simple. And then head over to the EFB again. And so we're 138.7. I'll go with that. That's cool. And 29.4. So diagonal 29.4. What we're doing is we're making the McDo match what the airplane. Excuse me, the airplane. Okay, we have 11.0, so we'll say that. Changes numbers just very minutely, but it could be enough, you know, you never know. All right, and then we're going to get into this. I am not going to bring Sim Toolkit over. Well, yeah, I will, or not Sim Toolkit charts. Yes, I am for the very first part here. All right, so with charts, one more time. Oh, we do have an ATIS, right? Or did that just go down? I don't know. Again, variable to 3,000 meters. That's good. Went up. Still broken at 2,000. Okay. All right. So we're still favoring runway 35. So let's click F plan. Click our departure. Departure. 35. All right. Here's where it's going to get tricky. All right. So we already know this. Here is our actual departure. As far as I know, RUVAB 1. Now I'm gonna be on the watch for Nest 6, but I don't. We didn't even get it. So next page, RUVAB 6. Is that a B? It looks like a B. All right, now over here in the transitions, you'll find this more apt here in the US than, or in the European nations and some of the others, where they'll throw a transition that looks like a star or a SID. And those get tricky to find in NavGraph charts. And that's it right there. So as you can read over here, from LIML, we're leaving runway 1. There's our crosswind and headwind components. Our departure, RUVA 6 Bravo, SID, RUVA 6 Bravo, transition, NESI, I think is how that's pronounced. NESTI, my bad, NESTI. 7 Charlie. I have 6 Alpha. All right, there's another chart for me to find. Hang on, let me see if I can find it real quick. If I can't, I am not worrying about it. Oh, there it is, right there. My bad. Okay. It's really the same thing, just maybe different altitudes. Get rid of that so I don't get confused. Okay, so you can kind of see. So we're going to take off runway 35, which is a horrendously long taxi. No, it is what it is. And then we're going to fly the RUVA 6 Bravo, which you can see the route here, out onto the transition to NESTI from RUVAB right on out. Pretty, seems a little intense, but it really isn't. And then all we do here is hit insert, clear, and go. All right, and that's exactly what we're going to do until we get over to the other place. All right. Okay, so we're just watching. I'm going to watch on the charts just to make sure we don't miss anything. Let's see how they got it. Lena. 3838 Fox. Okay, I guess. 14. Okay. Ruvub. And then let me just switch over. It looks good so far. EKPEB. NESTI. Okay, good. All right, then we got EKPEB, TOBSO, RTT. Might have heard me do a double take with RTT. I thought that was part of Innsbruck. Now, don't get me wrong, they're all pretty close together. This is Austria. So, up here with Salzburg. So, it's not a long haul flight to Innsbruck. All right, now coming in. All right, so we're flying the Yuki 2 Romeo UNKEN. All right, if you say so. UNKEN to Salzburg will probably. Oh, wait a minute. We're going runway 33. Huh. Interesting lineup here. It looks like we may overfly the runway. Or we may shoot an RNAV. Oh, wow. I have really not liked RNAVs here of late. All right, let's look at Yankee. Meanwhile, bring you guys in so you can get this because I may not be able to do that. All right. Okay. Oop, that's our transit. Okay, here we go. So we're coming in to Salzburg. All right. Now, if we shoot. Okay, so 831 to 833 down. How much room are we going to have? 836. About a mile and a half. Wow. Okay, so we will be low, slow, and here we go. You can. All right, so let's pull it in here. All right, well, let me check. Cancel real quick. We can come back. 350 at 2, no significant. I don't mind a tailwind. I think I'm going to still do the, I'm going to go against the grain here and set up ILS. 1.5 and oh, we're instrument here. Oh, my bad, looking at the wrong one. Yeah, we're looking good weather-wise, so yeah. Let's do that, and we'll begin turning in before OCKET. Okay, so ILS. So you see what we're doing? We're going to be flying the arrival to Salzburg. Now, technically, Salzburg is the initial fix for the approach. I'm going to turn us before OCKET and come in at OCKET right on the approach. And unless things really change, hopefully they'll let me do this. All right. So from here, I've selected the ILS, UNKEN, UKE2R. Insert. Let's see how that, oh, that worked out perfect. If you look at the screen, what we're going to do is come in UKERT. At 5:06, we're going to begin the turn to OCKET. And then still puts us, well, yeah, but that's what we're doing. It's still taking us to SBG, but we're turning for OCKET instead and right on to the course. How about that? And that'll look good. There's our missed approach, which is awful funky. Basically, you're going to do a procedure turn towards the end of the approach end and then up the approach back, reverse to SBG to hold. Okay, and then from here, if we got to divert, we're going to, guess where? Vienna. Cool. So there it is. Like I said, that is the longest part of all of this. The rest of this goes pretty fairly quickly. And we're hoping to show that here. Okay, so everything looked good. RadNav, we're good to come back. Perf. Couple of ways you can do this. You can get the numbers yourself by clicking this, go through it, and it'll give it to you. Or come over here and you can look at it real quick and set it up yourself and then make sure the numbers are good over there. Okay, as of 1720, we were variable. That's fine, 191. 3000, I'm trying to see temperature 9 and 3021. They're calling it dry. I'm going to go ahead and run with engine ice and air conditioning on. Running 8,000 wet or potentially wet runway. So guess what? We are going to toga. Compute. Okay, so 143 is our maximum, and that'll leave us 700 feet up here. Pulling it back will put us further back the runway. I'm thinking about 123. Hence, when you're on a wet runway, which granted we're not here, you'll notice that V1 change, and that's so that you could stop before, having trouble. This will be a little different over here today. Go uplink. 1023, I think we established. Yep. Wind, we'll go with it. 1 9er 1 diag 1. They're calling it still dry. Now, let's see how our flaps 1, let's see how this goes. Requested it. This is what you would do otherwise. Now that we have the cheat sheet here, we can compare. Okay, there's that. Click. Clear. Here are your toga numbers. 143, 143, 146, flaps 1, trim up 0.3, all looks good. Everything else matches. Insert. Now we can make that to 1, 2, 3. And theoretically, that should give us a lot more runway to stop if need be. Transition 7,000, I remember reading. Why we lost it, I don't know, unless it's because that aircraft took off. I don't know. But we're set to go, folks. Like I told you, once we get past the route, it's a piece of cake. Easy peasy. And we're ready to get off to the races here. Let's put this back here and let's finish up. Okay, flight plan. So altimeter, flight computer directors. Okay, we're LS constraint. LS constraint. Okay, managed. What was our max on this one? Does not give. Does it give on page 2? No. All right, so we'll leave this for the moment. Put this one on flight plan. Keep this one where it is. And let's take a look at how things look. All right. Oh, now we do have ATIS. Uh-oh. Now they're calling it wet. Okay, I think we're going to still be okay, although that now, no, we're not configuring out of here it. There we go. Stand by, let me okay, pull this over. Okay, we're going to go with 128 now. All right. Sorry, when I saw the new condition codes, got to make the change. All right. Coming down through here, everything else is set. The only thing we'll have to redo, let's just set for now 30. I don't know if we're actually going to get that high or not on this short run. We might. You never know. We're ready to go. Let's get on VATSIM. Okay. Hope everyone's ready to go. Okay, we're ATIS Bravo. Let's get switched over. Center EZ572 at Milano, stand 3 with Bravo, request clearance to Salzburg. Oh wait, that will not get us there. That will not do the trick. 4, 5. Now it makes sense.
And the QNH 1022.
Cancel speed restriction down to 6,000 feet and QNH 1022. 6 Tango Zulu.
Center EZ572 at Milano. With information, Bravo, request clearance to Salzburg as filed.
I-72, good day. Information Charlie, clear to destination runway 35, above 7 Alpha. Departure NESTI 6 Alpha transition. Climb flight level 100, squawk 1000.
And thanks for the text. We're cleared Salzburg via the Revab 7 Alpha, NESTI 6 Alpha transition off runway 35. Initial climb flight level 100, and we'll get 1000 in the box. And we're ready to push and start.
I-72, correct. Startup approved. Push and start approved. QNH 1023.
Push and start approved. 1023 for the QNH. EZ572. Thanks. That was actually easy. 1000. Okay. Let's plug in.
Direct inlet descending 4,000 feet, cleared Zulu 35 right, Ryanair 40 November.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Ryanair 74 Kilo Juliet, localizer established 35, right? Ryanair 74 Kilo Juliet, tower 128.35, good day. 12835, have a good day, Ryanair 74 Kilo Juliet. Alpine 45 Papa Alpha, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Said 6,000 on 1023, Alpine 45 Papa Alpha.
Milano, Ryanair 40 November, confirm free speed for us.
And for Sierra November, free speed.
Free speed 40 November, thanks.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Yep, you caught me. Okay, parking brake still set.
Wing 6 Tango Zulu, descend to 5,000 feet via Star, clear LS Zulu.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
5,000 feet via the start, cleared for the ILS 286 Tango Zulu.
My guess he's going to tell us Bravo, but if he does, it'll be Alpha, Bravo, otherwise.
November 864, till data is back. Welcome back.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alpine 45 Papa Alpha, descend 4,000 feet.
Continue descend 4,000 feet, Alpine 45 Papa Alpha.
Piano, ciao, Jeremy C371 with you, 3000, climbing 6000 on level 1, Papa departure.
Eagle 3871, ciao Milano, climb
Brakes
to
off.
flight level 120, passing 4,000 free speed.
Climbing level 120, passing 4000 free speed, Jeremy C371.
Okay, air pressure's good. And here we go.
Milano Control, buonasera, Qatar 2 Sierra Juliet, 2000 feet climbing 6000.
Qatar 2 Sierra Juliet, Milano, ciao, radar contact, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Qatar 2 Sierra Juliet. Milano dalla 3871, purtroppo mi devo disconnettere. Una buona, ciao.
A te, ciao.
Okay, we're getting number one going too. There's is that Alpha or that's Alpha? Now I'm gonna try to set up to where we can use Bravo. It just seems to be an easier connection to it. But I don't know if I did it right or not. We'll find out.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
Qatari 213, ciao, information hotel, Astig, proceed at Astig, Astig 3 Eco arrival, descend flight level 130.
Information hotel, Astig 3 Echo, direct Astig, and descend flight level 130, Qatari 8213.
Qatari 2 Sierra Juliet, climb flight 330, proceed direct Tinku.
330 direct Tinku, Qatar 2 Sierra Juliet.
Alpine 45 Papa Alpha, turn right direct
Code
Inler,
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
35
Hand
right.
signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right, thanks for the pushback. Let's get this going. Got an airplane wanting to push.
ILS approach Zulu 35 right, Alpine 45 Papa Alpha.
Okay.
November 864 Hotel Delta, leaving my airspace, Unicorn 122.8, good day.
Okay, let's go out of here with the engines on.
Oh, sorry, sir, again for 864 Hotel Delta. November Hotel Delta, leaving my airspace, Unicorn 122.8, good day. 1228, November 864 Hotel Delta, thank you and have a good day too. Pan.
EZ28 Papa Yankee, minimum fuel request priority landing.
EZ28 Papa Yankee, Pampana received, but you are out of my airspace. Where would you like to land, sir?
Requesting nearest airport.
The nearest airport is Torino, Lima, India, Mike, Foxtrot, ILS Zulu 36.
ILS Zulu 36. Thank you.
Toliss 28 Papa Yankee, maintain present heading, squawk 1000.
Easy 28 Papa Yankee, maintain present heading, squawk 1000.
And Milano, Easy 572 is ready to taxi.
Easy 572, taxi Bravo Tango, Tango 135.
Bravo Tango, Tango 1 for Easy 572.
November, Tower 128, decimal 35, good day.
128, decimal 35, Ryanair 40 November, ciao.
And center Tango or Bravo Tango, Tango 1, Easy 572.
Correct.
Milan Hazard, good night, sir. Taxi 1846 with you at flight level 360.
Tax 1846, good day, sir. RIP 24 Mike, ILS 12, squawk 1000.
RIP 24 Mike, ILS Zulu, squawk 1000 at taxi 1846.
Yeah, Papa Romeo Alpha X-ray, request instructions after Genoa.
Milano Radar, Delta Echo Bravo Mike Hotel, flight level 280, direct Genoa.
India Alpha X-ray, proceed direct Sorup.
Direct Sorup, India Papa Romeo Alpha X-ray.
India Alpha X-ray, expect LS Zulu 35. India Alpha X-ray, expect LS Zulu 35.
Expect LS Zulu 35, India Alpha X-ray.
Qatar 213, proceed direct in LR.
Proceed in Qatar 213. 1.45 Papa Alpha, establish localizer 35 right.
545 Papa Alpha, Tower 128, decimal 35, good day.
Switching tower 128, 35, 0.45 Papa Alpha, ciao ciao.
Delta Echo Bravo Mike Hotel, are you with me?
Delta Echo Bravo Mike Hotel, affirm.
Delta Echo Bravo Mike Hotel, Milano, good day. Climb 280, maintain 280, sir. Proceed direct NESTI.
Direct NESTI, Delta Mike Hotel. Airwing 6 Tango Zulu, established on the ILS 28.
Wings 6 Tango Zulu, 28 clear to land, wind 170 knots.
Clear to land, 28 Airwing 6 Tango Zulu.
Qatar 213, descend now 6,000 feet and the QNH 1023.
Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1023, we will try to make that, otherwise we'll call you in a few months to delay vectors.
Qatar 213, if you like, you can proceed heading 080, delayed vectors.
Yeah, we will make that right on 080 for delay vectors 8213.
All right, we are taxiing out for departure. All signs are clear. Transponders, the only thing I have not touched. Now on TARA. Auto brakes are set, terrain radar's on, radar is on, and we're ready to go.
Station, faccio di close, Unicon 1 to 2 decimal, good day. Ciao. Ciao.
Thanks for the ATC. All right, so ITY is behind us. And we're getting down here to the end. Not certain all this. Bravo Sierra 1, I think, was the hold point to call for takeoff. Look at that. Nice spray off the runway. Nice. Or taxiway. And Milan, Milano traffic, EZ572 departing 35. Clear for takeoff. Easy. Ooh, what? Oh, that's what. The ATIS went down. I'm like, what just changed over here? All right, here we go. Let's get those lights up and going. Okay, everything looks good. Here we go, 50%. Toga. 100. There's V1. Rotate. Gear up. Kill that, it's annoying. Flaps coming up. See just how nasty it is. Hey, we're in hyperspace. Chewie, why'd you do that already? We're not even out of the planet yet. All right, we're doing this little zigzag here. Inside another layer of clouds. Oh, this is going to be fun. I still, looking at the headwind or tailwind component, we're at 3. We're okay with that. Get above 5 to 7, I may balk and say, all right, looks like we're doing an RNAV. All right, and there we go. Transition level. And we're on our way. Hope you enjoyed that. That was actually kind of fun, folks. I enjoyed that flight so far. All right, let's get on over to Salzburg. We got some things we want to do here at Salzburg when we get there. We're cleared now. Flight level 300. What we're wanting to do in Salzburg when we get there, what we're going to look for are some of the, we're going to pull the notes up. And it's, again, y'all are going to have to be the ones to check me. I'm going to go by data I've been given, and I hope I got it correct. Not the person giving it, that I understood what they were telling me. As to what I'm going to be looking. Duluth fly, we're going to Salzburg. Yes, we are. Salzburg, welcome. Hope you had safe travels. Oh, we're judging. Nice. But hopefully I understood it correctly, so that you can judge correctly. Ooh. All right, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Boy, it is just really hoping nobody's out there flying in northern Italy. It's 1, cruddy weather, 2, bumpy. Well, which what you usually get with cruddy weather. But really, kind of, we're going to have to keep seatbelt sign on, I think. I was going to ask you, wasn't sure how you'd take to it. That's why I was waiting for you. So how, we had a dusting of snow here. How was the dusting there of sand? Oh, you know what? We can go back to Unicom. Ah, very nice, very nice. Sounds like a beautiful day where you're at. We might actually get out of the clouds. Holy mackerel. No, I used to kid my dad a lot when they were down in Florida, and we'd have like 4, 5, 6 inches of snow here. But I'd always kid him, well, you've got it too. And he's like, no, we don't. I said, yeah, all that white sand. That's all we got here is white sand. Kind of cold to touch, but that's really cold according to them. Well, I've told you once before, I think, when I took a trip with the truck, um, just like they looked hilarious to me, I probably looked equally hilarious to them. Um, I went down to Miami. I had a load on, and these people were it was like 60, maybe 70 degrees outside. I can't remember. It's too long ago to remember exacts. They were in parkas. I jumped out of the truck in shorts and a t-shirt, and they're probably going, as me looking at them going, you guys are weird. And they're probably saying the same thing about me with other words after it. Probably getting ready to call the men in black on me. But it's like 15 below back in Duluth. And that's not not adjusting for winds. That's good. But here, yeah, we had a dusting of snow came this morning, gone this afternoon. So the more significant storm is tonight, tomorrow, something like that. And we'll see what that amounts to. But I'm glad you're enjoying. You needed the break, sir. And by the way, do the bridges there actually have ships going under them? Just asking, because when you showed it, there were never ships going under it. So, well, I'm glad you're enjoying, sir. Sorry, couldn't resist that one. Okay, well, let's continue on. Until the 21st. Lucky you. Lucky you. All right, so where are we? 23,000. And coming up on NESTI. Okay, we actually might make 30,000. I really was kind of skeptical y'all heard me. So, no problem, ma'am. Sir, enjoy your much needed time away. Okay, let's go out a little. Yeah, we're definitely going to have time at top of climb. All right, well, it's getting bumpy again. I was going to kick the seatbelt signs off. Not with it like this. Matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and kick the wing on just to be safe. Even though it's not detected. After that one flight I flew, now granted, that was very early on in the weather effects that were added. I iced these ToLiss planes up to where they crashed. 3 times. So I am very cautious. I even thought about a de-ice before takeoff. There you go. Bottle of water always works. Now the goal, make sure you stay hydrated. Yeah, we are really getting bumped about. So yeah, normally around on flights like this, as a captain did on a real world flight for us, turn the seatbelt sign off. Now, granted, he'll tell you so you can get up and stretch your legs and use the restroom, but no, it's so the flight attendants can sell more alcohol. Um, pay for the flight on these short ones. All right, let's see what kind of ATC lurks about. Where are we? There we are. Oh, wow, we may not see any. That's pretty awesome. Munich's up, but we'll see if they reach out to us. Last time they turned us loose really early to set up for the approach into Salzburg. We'll see if they even want us to talk to them. They might. Who knows? $34,150 just in case. Oh, man. All right, we're just about to the equal time point, meaning it's the same time to go back to Milan as it is to continue on to Salzburg. So I hope you've all had a great Monday, Tuesday. Hope the week is looking fantastic for you and hopefully less stressful for both of us. Just keep one thing in the back of your mind. Friday, Valentine's Day. Don't forget, guys and gals. Guys especially. I actually have something set up, but I haven't seen nothing about it shipping yet, which has got me a little nervous. That always ticks me off when that happens. So hopefully, everything goes like it's supposed to. All right, top of descent showing up on the nav display. Just came in, the hockey stick up there. Let's get down here and start plugging in new data for the arrival. Okay, as of 1820, let's take this over to the EFB. Landing. Okay, I've got 1820. Perfect. I don't need my charts up on my side. Let's plug it all in. QNH. Yes, I do need it. 1020. Yeah, 1020. Temperature. Ooh, tree. Winds, tree 20. Oof. Diagonal 5. Ooh, didn't get to 3. . All right, and for the ILS coming that way, since I'm going to still stick with it, we are a level C271 above the ground. And what are we on? 8,500. Let's go at least medium brakes. Compute, that all looks good. We don't have any signs of wetness, do we? No. All right. $137 for approach. All right. Yeah, we're not getting out of the gunk. So, and we're still getting tossed about. So they'll still get their beer back there, but that's about as close as it's going to get. They're not going to get out of their seats. All right, preparations for descent. Okay, landing elevation, shows auto. Arrivals in, performance is in. Let's get our winds updated. Okay. We are set and ready for descent. The only troublesome thing I have here coming in this way, we are at the entrance to the Alps with Salzburg. If you look at this chart here, you'll kind of get a little bit more of a flavor why I'm a little nervous. Got a lot of high terrain we're going to be coming down at about this angle to Achet, actually towards Salzburg, turning to Achet. And that makes me nervous getting us down to 4,000 feet. So considering 4,000, 2,000, considering the minimum is 4,000 to the north. So we'll see how this works. Let's go ahead, start our descent. By the way, I was right. Romeo Tango Tango. You see it here on the chart. Well, no, you don't. You see it here. That is the initial for Innsbruck. Y'all know what Innsbruck has around it that fly up there. Those of you haven't, shame on you. Great, great approaches. Wait a minute, I'm on TARA, aren't I? Now I am. Thought I rolled it all the way over. All right, so here we go. Yep, very nervous on this approach. So 7,000 by 506. So that's what we're going to set for now. Whew. That is interesting that we're coming over RTT on this. Like I said, this is how you funnel towards Innsbruck. Now, what's worrisome on this approach is the tops of these mountains being covered. Granite cumula is never a good thing to fly into because you won't fly out. And I can see those weather guys screaming through the books, what's granite cumula? What's granite cumula? It's mountains covered in clouds. Yeah, when the tops get covered, if you fly into it, you may hit the top of a mountain. That's why you better be for certain the route you're on. Okay, this valley right here is where RTT is, and that will take you to Innsbruck. I don't think there's any rises in between there, but there could be. Very beautiful. And by the way, X-Plane has made Austria now its a demo area, so that's why there's a few things we'll be looking for here in Salzburg. Let me give you a couple of them right now, and then we'll see if my thinking is right. After I get caught up here on my stuff here. All right, let me get over here to X-Plane. All right, so added DSF files for Salzburg area for to the demo installation. So may or may not see many changes here we're hoping for. That's the big thing I was hoping for. Jittery chase camera. Oh, during the replay, we're not going to worry about. But anyway, we are in the Alps. All right, let's continue to not sightsee and continue to fly the aircraft. All right, right now, other than what we're seeing out here, I'm not overly concerned. I'm a little bit about the stuff out here, way in the distance, but we'll see as we get lower. Let's see how this looks out some of our window views. All right, let's get LS on. Go to constraints. Okay, we're set up over there. Okay, I'm actually feeling a little bit better as we're continuing our descent. Okay, let's get set up for the arrival. Speed brakes, nah, yeah, speed brake definitely needed. Oops, left all our lights on. Had to be able to see through the clouds. All right, we're coming into 250, so we'll get the speed brakes backed off. Whew. That is just downright dynamite. Wow. All right, so here we go. Clear these mountains, and I'm going to feel a lot better about the approach into here. Oh my goodness. Now is when, if Munich was going to want us, they'd be screaming. All right, let's take it down now to 4,000. Okay, we're right about at my max here, folks, with the tailwind component, 5 knots. We'll keep at it, but we're right about the max. Hopefully, hopefully we'll be okay. Approach flaps out. Okay, I definitely feel a whole lot better that I don't have a lot of granite cumula in the area. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, lower our visibility here, so you can kind of get a feel how we're going to come around this. There's 506, then we make a rather steep descent for 4,000 to grab this ILS, and then proceed in. I think they actually wanted us to go to Strasbourg, do a procedure turn, and then come back, but I am going to initiate. Okay, let's get this thing. Oh. Salzburg traffic, easy 572, intercepting the localizer 15. All right, we're going to test something today, see if it works. Okay, there's the runway. Okay, that did not work as previously thought would.
right slope.
Okay, we'll be landing and we are stable. Salzburg traffic, EZ572, 3 mile final for 15.
500. 400. 100 above.
Landing.
300. Minimum. 200. Speed 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Salzburg traffic, EZ572 off at Echo to the terminal. That was a nice landing by Eurowings.
Salzburg 33, Leipzig at 239, line up runway 33.
All right, we're into blocks. Parking brake just got set. And we're on, hang on. Exponder. Okay, flaps are up. Everything's set. APU running. Anything else that I may have missed? That's why I was taking my time. APU terrain, brake temperatures should be in the green. And everything looks good. Elapsed time stopped. 55-minute flight from pushback, roughly. All right, let's get this thing on the bleeds. All right, welcome in. Didn't I turn that off? No, I did not. Kind of stand back here and take a look. Let's see what we did. 389 feet a minute. Little bit on the rough side. I ended up having to control the speed because I thought one of my I thought I had my buttons set right for autopilot disconnect. No, it was for the reversers. Not good. That's never a good thing. So that's what happened there on the approach. Glad I did it that far out. According to the airline, we landed at 10 feet a minute. We'll take it. All right, as we continue to watch, here comes the rest of the brigade. First air stair, there'll be another luggage truck and another air stair. All right, so let's look at this, shall we?
Silver traffic, Monarch 652 is passing 5,000, descending 4,000 feet, inbound to Achit for the Alice approach, runway 15, 15 miles from the airport. Silver traffic.
All right, there's Elevatech. How bad they get us at. Up here comes another one. Okay, and the other air stair ought to be coming in here shortly for the back end. Welcome to Salzburg. Trying to find Salzburg. There's Innsbruck. We're out here somewhere. There we are. Found us. Oh, I'm going to have to trigger that. Okay. So, looking at Elevatex, 495. I'll buy that. 121. And I'll buy that and 1.5. Meh, you know, we'll buy it too. Bought most of it. Why not all of it? Bear with me a second here. Oh, wrong one. Might as well get all the catering trucks in here. There we go. All right, so we got everything coming out to the plane. All right, we'll take a look here. I am kind of seeing what I think, if I understood it right, they were talking about. We'll see. Okay, so we're wanting Sim Toolkit. There's our flight. Like I said, I'm glad Munich didn't want us to call. It's an in and out and always so much fun. All right, however, let's complete. All right, so pretty much from 400 to 500 feet a minute, depending how your tracker applies the data. All right, let's take a look at the basic details. This is what you saw over at Elevatec. You'll see it on Volanta. 58-minute flight, 208 miles, and 2,000 kilograms of fuel. Now, they had us at 2 Gs, 400 feet a minute, Elevatec, 1.5 and 400. But the key is right here. Should have been up in by 130, not 120. And we had some problems with the thrust because of that mistake I made, thinking I was disconnecting, and lo and behold, I was actually engaging reverse thrust. Not good at 1,000 feet above the ground. All right, but this is what Sim Toolkit gives me. Gives me a lot of great metrics here. To end up where we did, our pitch was a little off too, so a lot of things went weird on this one. And again, all because of that reverse thrust, trying to get it back to maintain 140 till you hear retard. All of that. Again, all on me. I'm not blaming anyone but me, so. The Belgium Pilot. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. We sure appreciate you coming aboard. Thank you, sir. So you can see there's a displace threshold, but the legal spot to start your landing from is at the blue dot. Now, we normally aim for the big white marks, the aiming point on the runway. The rest of these are to give you an idea. Two ideas. One, how much runway, roughly, if you can see it, did I use to get her on the ground? And some would say, more importantly, if you start seeing them at the other end, oh, you might want to really be thinking about some very hard braking because you're beginning to run out of runway. But up here, you can see we landed about 869 feet down the runway. I'll buy that. 2 feet off the center line, I'm kind of shocked. But again, with that pitch, Well, that's a tail strike almost. Um, you know, any number of things. So, yeah, I was looking for roll. Now, pitch, that's nose up. So, yeah, we were close to tail strike country. All right, so as we can tell, overall, not a great run at all. Hang on. Nothing. Okay. Ah, Monarch is here now. Awesome. Boy, we just brought a whole party in here. That is just great. Okay, now, with all of that said, I'm not going to go off yet and start thinking about another flight. Oh, where's Monarch going? Oh, there they are. As I was reading inbound, okay, and I only did it for a brief second because we were getting close to where things were going to begin to happen. With this latest beta, the thing that caught my eye the most, and I've been hearing this a lot from other people I interact with, DSF files. And supposedly, if I got the understanding correct, these would help the jaggedness of the roads, maybe help blend them into the countryside a little better than we've seen in the past. I don't know. I'll be totally honest. I haven't even Googled it to see what it says. But the big thing I remembered before was the jaggedness up on this mountain. Now, I wish these roads would blend in better. I'm hoping that's what will come of this. But for those not in X-Plane or care much about X-Plane, with the betas coming out now for 1.4, this is all for X-Plane 12. Now, 1.2 saw the updates in the Caribbean, the very, very nice St. Bart's, very well done Saba. They've increased, they look a lot better than they've ever looked. So they updated Princess Julian Airport, St. Martin. They all look fantastic. 1.4, they updated Salzburg, and I'll get to the other one. X-Plane 12, what's that? I've never heard of it. Duluth Fly. Okay, we'll kind of ignore that comment because I know better. But anyway, now 1.4 with X-Plane 12, this update came updating Salzburg, Germany, instead of, I don't even know where the default was, I'm going to assume the Washington state area, it's now Austria. What a place to have a demo when you've got Innsbruck basically in that general direction, Vienna behind us. I mean, there is a lot to Austria that is just dynamite. That's just fantastic. But what they've done here in Salzburg, as best I can tell, behind the tail, let me kind of aim it better. You've got a castle on the hill. Now, I don't know if that's what it looks like or not. Never been. Really want to be there just to see how, my gosh, this just looks so beautiful. The other side there, GA, I don't even know if that's GA or VIP or what, but the addition of that, they've done some remarkable stuff here. The other airport they updated in 1.4 was Barra, and I've been told we may right now be the only sim with it unless you go back. FSX, I think, had it. Don't quote me on that. I've only been to it once, and I think it was even further back than that. Never been able to find a decent Dash 6 to fly on it. And Barra, if you're not familiar, it's in Scotland. It's the runway that's here one moment, gone the next. Back the next moment. It's a tidal runway. You land on a beach. Life's a beach. Well, the runway's a beach too. Literally. And they have the tidal action working there. Even a gauge when you go to it. So it's pretty cool. And pretty good scenery around it. Well done again. So that's what we're checking out here. And we're only doing it from the airport. I do not plan to get a helicopter out and crash it into everything. As always, I do in a helicopter. Doesn't matter what the sim. And I just wanted to take a look at all of what's here. I think the roads look a lot better. I'd have to pull up videos and look, because I have looked in that general direction. That's a good spot to find out. My only critique is I wish the roads blended in better with the scenery. So I hope this DSF file, they look a lot more fluid. The roads still look dangerous as all get out, but most mountain roads are. So, but hey, this looks pretty good. And it looks like our trucks are beginning to leave. So let's start talking second flight, shall we? Okay, with everything gone, let's kind of think about this. Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm going to go ahead, close this up for our YouTube viewers, and then we'll set up the flight and go. So stand by. Hey, those of you that have joined the channel, hey, welcome aboard. Stay right there. Be right back. I'm going to kind of ease out of this for our YouTube folks, and then we'll talk.